Moon Knight episode 1 just dropped on Disney Plus. Of course, I will be reviewing this show week to week, as I do with every Marvel show. And I did review all the MCU movies, so those reviews are very outdated, and I would make them very differently than I did back then. But yeah, this show is a show that I was kind of interested in. I don't really go into Marvel anything with high expectations. I'm kind of just like, there are some I have negative expectations, like Spider-Man No Way Home, where I just see the marketing and the reaction, and I'm like, all right, calm down. This is kind of ridiculous. And they catch me by surprise, and I get some enjoyment out of them. But majority of them I try to go in with zero expectations because, well, the fandom's bullshit. Like, the overhyping nonsense is bullshit, you know? It's just, I want, like, what I mean by that is just, like, if everything that comes out of this franchise is the greatest thing ever, then, and that's what you hear, and then you go into it expecting something really great and different and unique, and you don't get that, you're like, what the hell? That's constantly what my reaction to these types of things. So the reason I bring all that up is because I know that sounds like I'm ranting, but I'm bringing that up to say that this is the first ever Marvel show that I've watched and actually been surprised that it was unique and different. Like, not to say they haven't made unique and different movies. This is the one, though, that when people were saying that, they weren't lying. It is. It's very unique and different. First of all, this episode was beautifully shot. The special effects were gorgeous here. The cinematography was gorgeous here. And that's something I can never praise about Marvel movies for the most part. Cinematography. I mean, there's a couple times I can, but for the most part, I never can praise cinematography. They're just kind of standardly shot, standardly put together, which is fine. That's what they're made to do. But it doesn't. But it also just means that when people are talking about how great these movies are, it makes it kind of go, "What are you talking about? There are better made movies than these movies. There just are, you know." So yeah, I when I watched this episode, I was really like, wow. From the first minute of this episode, cinematography is great, and it was a very weird episode. Oscar Isaac, I really love Oscar Isaac. I was so excited to see him in this show. At the moment he walked on damn camera and started talking in this weird accent, I was like, what the hell is this? Give me back my normal Oscar Isaac. But then, and also part of it was like, his accent was really strange at first, but I immediately got used to it because Oscar Isaac is such a terrific actor, and he does all these different voices in this episode. He basically goes through this mental delusion in this episode. It was crazy. It was fascinating. It was interesting. I mean, this is just great. I'm so excited to see what comes out of this show. I am surprised that it's only 6 episodes. That's a little weird, but I feel like this show is only just going to be an origin, which personally, I don't know how I feel about that. This show does feel like something that should just be like a 2.5-hour movie that they decided to throw on Disney, but they decided to make it a series and throw it on Disney Plus. But I'm excited to see where it goes because this is actually accurate. It is a unique and different show, which is not something I can say from Marvel anything. You know, personally, I think Marvel fans are just some of the worst fans you'll ever meet, with not listening to criticism about this, or just kind of understanding that, even though you may enjoy something, that doesn't mean it's perfect. Like, I love Star Wars, but I criticize damn Star Wars. Come on now. But it's a great movie, or a great first episode, of this show, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Sorry for the little rant about Marvel fans. It was a frustration with me watching this. I was like, all right. Because I watched a couple reviews and I've been like, it's probably not that unique and different. We'll see what happens. And it blew me away.